Hello, my name is Patrick, and this is a progress report for my project Optimizing Transmission Gear Ratios for a Race Car. I have successfully made a lap simulator, which was the first step of my project. This means that I am now able to evaluate my cost function time. I was able to validate this model by first looking at the velocity curve to make sure that the car was behaving how it should when cornering, accelerating, shifting, and braking. And then I was able to validate it by entering in known parameters into the model and comparing it with real-world results. My simulation was about 1 second off from the real-world results. When I was making this model, I realized that I could optimize when the driver should shift up and down in addition to optimizing the gear ratios. The variables that I optimized with my genetic algorithm were the amount of teeth on all the gears in my transmission as integers and the engine speed at which to shift up and at which to shift down. The minimized solution for the genetic algorithm was 54.516 seconds. When comparing that to the stock transmission, it is almost half a second faster. This might not seem like much, but it could be the difference between first and third place. I tried using fmin for fun to try and minimize the function, but there are way too many local minima, so it was highly dependent on the starting location. When looking at the optimized gear sizes, I noticed that the first gear set has been limited by the upper and lower bounds that I set at 10 teeth and at 30. I also noticed that the fifth gear ratio had a very strange value, and I was able to find that the fifth gear set is not used in the minimum solution, so its value has no effect. After rerunning the genetic algorithm multiple times, I found that the final solution was different every time, and some of them used the first 4 gear ratios and some of them only used 3. Although the solutions were all different, they were all still around 54.52 seconds, so the cost function has a lot of local minimums that are very similar in value. Some additional work that I'm planning on doing is to create a CVT model and compare its results with that of my GA optimized transmission. I also want to try running a different track through the solver to see how the results change. And finally, I want to implement some kind of a penalty for the size and amount of gears used.